Folks, welcome back. My name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments. Today we have a little Magic the Gathering update video on new Magic market conditions with sealed product and single cards. This video is really going to be focused around Ixalan. So it appears Ixalan, not original Ixalan, not rivals of Ixalan, the brand new Ixalan, Lost Caverns, LCI. Lost Caverns Ixalan. It appears we have the most successful standard post-2020 era Magic the Gathering standard set release in modern times. The collector box for Ixalan is officially the most successful on a percentage gain scale collector box we've ever had in collector box post-2020 era history. And the kicker of this whole situation is this is the one that almost everybody, me, you, your wife's boyfriend, and none of us actually have. And that is the most unbelievable learning experience story that we all need to discuss here. Just like the Lord of the Rings special situation, what on earth did we get wrong? Looking back, Ixalan collector boxes were one of the most under-ordered collector box sets in modern Magic history, similar to Lord of the Rings special. People thought it was going to be straight trash. It was the curse of Ixalan continues. There was no serialized cards in the collector box. And then the product came out, and people started playing with the cards at pre-releases and events took place. And it turns out that, yes, the power level is crazy, and, well, people really like the product. The utility of the cards, the actual enjoyment of the actual player and collector base loves the cards. You have a dinosaur-themed Ixalan product with Jurassic Pork. Did I just say Jurassic Pork? Play that back. Oh, that's hilarious. We're leaving that. Jurassic Pork cards inserted into a dinosaur set. Who would have thought? And the single card value, the power level, the enjoyment, and the overall acceptance of the market is off the charts. As of the filming of this video, Ixalan collector boxes are $310 plus tax on TCG Player. So you're looking at about $330 shipped on TCG Player. I sold the rest of mine on clearance to the patrons about 6 months ago with Lord of the Rings special on clearance, where Lord of the Rings special was $259. Ixalan, I think, was... No, Wilds of Eldraine collectors were $189. And I think Ixalan was like $189. It was a 3-pack. And I guess the question is, why this... I mean, some people are just saying, well, Rudy, the print run was lower. Rudy, this was the peak of the bear market. This was Q3, Q4 of 2023 when nobody thought there was any opportunity, right? Right? Mars attacks. Right? That's what everybody expected. But I can tell you for a fact, nobody, not a single person, thought Ixalan collector boxes were going to be the best performing collector box we have seen. Nobody saw that coming. Absolutely not. Anyone who claims they did, you'd have to send me a picture of your palette of Ixalan collector boxes as proof, because I don't believe you. Nobody did. And I guess this, when we zoom out, is a story similar to Ravnica remastered collector boxes at all-time highs on TCG Player of $285 plus tax, over 300 shipped now for the first time ever. Ravnica collectors. Again, this isn't really based on any particular product. The comment section, people are going to be down there poking each other and doing inappropriate dumb shit, but this isn't a situation of I love Hasbro, Magic's coming back, everything's going to zero. This is a situation where we were in such a severe bear market for 2 years that things were so suppressed and underpriced. I believe what's happening is we're seeing more of a return than normal. I really do. Collector boxes are being, as the meme is on the internet, collector boxes are being collectible again. That kind of meme is going around. And I don't know how accurate that is, but it just feels like to me, we were so negative, pessimistic, and just bearish for 2 years of getting just punched in the face I mean, nobody had any reason to believe that an Ixalan coming back with no serialized cards, everybody thought they were just going to lose their ass. Stores fire sold those things. Everybody dumped them. And they even then, they were tough to sell. So I think the bigger story is the overall changing sentiment and attitude of everybody. That's what I see. Now, the internet, Facebook's, MySpace, the Discord, Reddit group, Silk Road stuff, everyone online is still going to be the same. You're going to get very murky. You're not going to be able to get clear information. But the data continues to show us that the prices are very aggressively recovering. I mean, I cannot believe the pricing of so many things. Which, good spot to pause the video, everybody. Remember, this channel is sponsored by viewers like you all and patrons. And I don't take any outside sponsorships. And friendly reminder, if you are a patron or a viewer, I've been getting absolutely inundated and slaughtered on Kamigawa Draft for $89 shipped. And of course, Phyrexia for $89 shipped. Essentially, I am getting clobbered with you all buying the living shit out of my inventory. And Kamigawa was like 2 years. Actually, is it past 2 years? Kamigawa was over 2 years old. It's because, again, if you have some sort of intelligence and you can step back, you would realize, yes, that one item that is being offered. I've been selling Kamigawa Draft now for almost 2 years, a year and a half probably. And again, there are time periods when everything tanks and everybody says Rudy's a ripoff for selling $89. And now we're in the time period where the prices are now over $100 a box. So essentially, if you buy a case at Rudy pricing, you're getting $100 to $150 off market price because you're saving $20 a box probably plus tax, maybe $30 a box or something. This is a last call. If you're a patron actually watching this video, I'm very curious. I'm not actually going to send out a last call message to the thousands of patrons. I'm going to put it in a video because this will tell me whether or not I can tell who's actually watching the video. I think that's going to be I'm going to try something different today. So yeah, if you're a supporter or someone that doesn't want to do mean things, this is a last call notice for Kamigawa Draft and Phyrexia Draft because essentially I just can't keep up. The products are super old and I am selling about 60 to 90 boxes a day. And I'm going to run out of supply within a week at this rate. And I'm not sure if I can even order a large quantity of that anymore. These are 2-year-old products. I don't even think I could probably get a couple cases, but I don't even think pallet size orders are possible anymore. So yeah, unless you've been living under a rock, Kamigawa Draft is at an all-time high. Phyrexia is an all-time high. Look at Streets of Barry Manilow. Look at the Boulder's Gate. Look at the collapse of Commander Master's recovery. There is absolutely insanity going on everywhere. So I just wanted to pause our conversation on Ixalan, let everybody know what's going on behind the scenes. And let's see how many patrons actually, let's see. Usually I send a 24-hour notice out, but this time we're going to do it differently. Let's just see who watches it because we're cutting that shit off. So back to the video. Moving forward, how can we spot another Ixalan type standard product? Because right now, stores and everybody in the industry is very bullish on Universes Beyond products. Assassin's Creed, Fallout, obviously, a Final Fantasy in the future, and of course, Marvel and everything in 2025 and beyond. All of this stuff, there's not a lot of concern about those product lines. Commander deck sets, not a lot of concerns about that stuff. Play boxes, a lot of concern. After we saw the first new play box come out, collapse, Carloads got foreclosed, everybody lost their ass, it sucked, okay? Same thing with the collector box of Carlo. Came out, 220, 200-ish, and now it's down to like, I don't know, TCG players like 160 plus tax. I think there's even people fire selling on eBay for like 140 plus tax now. It's wild. So how do we distinguish in advance when at the beginning, Karlov Manor had the same crappy pre-sale orders and the same 200-ish price point? How can we distinguish that between Ixalan that during pre-orders was around the same thing, 189, 199, 209, and of course minimal people were getting involved. They're going, how? And again, it's easy. Most of you are going to say, well, Rudy, look at the cards, look at the power level, look at the flavor. You know, it's easy to say that now, but in advance, you don't know how the market's going to accept. We don't know how big the supply of collector boxes will be. But it does feel that overall, Hasbro and Wizards really do seem to have a handle on these newer supplies and print runs of products. We're not having any public dumps on Amazon anymore, and they're having more creative ways of quietly selling lots of product without freaking out the sensitive people online. So we're seeing a lot of shifts, and it feels that Hasbro and Wizards really have a lot better control, and it feels like that Chris Cox finally learned his lesson about destroying your own brand and fire selling your own product and burning your own name in the public eye. That seems to be fully over with. I mean, we're getting ready to hit April of 2024. I mean, it's been 6 to 8 months since the bottom of the market now, where the actual last wave of actual dumps. Again, when I say a dump, I mean, if a box is $200 and Amazon puts it for $189, you get $10 off, then you put tax back on it and you're back to the same number. That's not a dump, folks. If there's a $100 draft box and it goes on Amazon for $59, that's half price, like a BOGO, that's a dump. Okay, so I kind of, when we use these memes and terminologies online and these kind of jokes and things, make sure we, if something goes on sale for a couple dollars off, that's fine. That's not a dump, half price at LGS cost. So, okay. So, to sum up the video, congratulations, Ixalan. You are the king. And, unbelievable. If I had to predict it, I would not have picked Ixalan. I would have picked Wild Devil Drain. I would have picked March of the Machine, New Phyrexia, and Wild Devil Drain as the top performing collector boxes. The Phyrexia I knew was always going to be strong. March of the Machine with all the multiverse and the throwbacks and variants and serialized cards, I thought that would be up there. I did not see Ixalan. And hopefully Ixalan is a good example for Wizards of the Coast so that they can realize that we can have collector boxes without serialized cards. And if the product is good and not overprinted, it will actually do well and people will be excited to crack a pack. So hopefully that's a good template they can use moving forward. I'm hoping Wizards of the Coast doesn't use the Fallout success for Fallout collectors as the template, where we literally just cut every store down to next to nothing, give Amazon all the product, and then just make the prices skyrocket to $400 a box. TCG Players almost $500? $450? Oh my god. TCG Players, the filming this is like $429 plus tax, like $470. Amazon at least is just under $400 with tax at least. At least it's still underneath it whenever you can catch the restock wave. I'm hoping that's not the direction, because that artificially just skyrockets the price. Because myself and the other 3,000, 2,500, 2,000 LG, however many LGSs are still in business through this, I can speak for most people. Everybody would rather have a collector box of Fallout at $250 versus $450 and just double the supply of what they did. The supply they did, going from overprinted to like an 80-90% reduction to LGSs, was too extreme. And then tripling the supply to Amazon is just too extreme. We don't have to make extreme kind of these parabolic. We don't have to swing to the other end of the pendulum, okay? Everything in life. It's like talking about politics. Both sides are a bunch of morons. I hate all of it. Politics just makes everybody hate everybody. And it's the same thing with Wizards. We don't have to go from overprinted to, all right, here's one box, everybody rip each other off, cancel the orders, and everybody just keep fighting. We can all... The correct answer is usually somewhere with both sides meeting in the middle and being able to take the good from both sides. And I would like Wizards to do the same thing with collector boxes. We don't need to bottleneck it so much where a collector box comes out and goes right to $400 or $500. That's too much. That's just, it's too much of a swing. Okay, so that's all I have today, folks. Thanks for watching. Just a little market news update. We just to let everybody know what's coming up next. We have the Pokemon Temporal Forces. I haven't done a video on that yet. I'm kind of watching. It's been very interesting what's going on with that. We're about 2 weeks away from the Sorcery exclusive promo reveal to get everybody wound up and angry. And we're about three and a half weeks away, maybe. Fingers crossed, the playmat pallets show up. They landed in the US. We're waiting for them to be uncrated and verified. Fingers crossed. and that is the old replacement pallets for the spreadsheet of people missing and the new custom ones. So very excited about that. Should be coming up, and yes, I am, due to popular demand, I know I can't believe I'm going to say this, make fun of me, I have ordered a lot of Baldur's Gate draft boxes because I keep getting messages, people wanting to buy Baldur's Gate draft boxes for that 89 shipped, because I haven't had it for like 6 months. All I have had left are the set boxes of Baldur's Gate, and now I'm down to like a quarter of one little pallet, which is like 30 cases left. So I'm going to run out of Baldur's Gate set boxes within the next 60 days probably. And due to everybody keep asking me for Baldur's Gate draft, I can't believe that, I actually ordered over 1,000 boxes of Baldur's Gate draft to tie up my money to bring that in, to keep it in stock for the next year for patrons asking for Baldur's Gate draft. I know. If this video was being made 9 months ago, you would think I'm trying to pump and dump your stepsister. And it's 2024, and I mean, Baldur's Gate was a good set. It was just, the name should not have been Commander Legends. They shouldn't have increased the prices so high, and Wizards made a lot of mistakes on a product that really should not have been as collapsed as it did. But when you raise prices so much and the market gets angry, then you enter a 2-year crash of a bear market, well, you have a tainted name. So I am working on also, which is pretty much impossible, I'm trying to also get on Ixalan draft boxes for everybody for 89 shipped. Ixalan draft are like 120 shipped with taxes and shipping on most websites. They're very expensive, and I have not been able to do a large, massive order of multiple pallets for the patrons. The demand in Wizards of the Coast, just selling it at a high price, it's been too successful. And it's been a long time since we've actually seen that. So we're still trying to keep about 10 draft boxes of everything from the past for 89 shipped as long as we can. As I told you on the video here, you can consider this video as a last call for Kamigawa and Phyrexia at 89 shipped, because it's just too much. Whatever's left over in the next 48 hours when I pull it down, I'll keep for myself. I gave patrons over a year, over 12 months of a chance to buy them at stupidly cheap prices, of which 6 of those 12 months nobody wanted it because everybody thought it was a ripoff, because again, we went through a bear market crash where everybody else was fire selling. So by default, remember that. This is a whiteboard coming up. If you take a line, and Rudy always sells at 89, when you go through crashes and you have other stores sell everything at fire sale because they need capital to stay in business, my prices look like a ripoff. When the markets recover and draft boxes are back over 100, the $89 lines looks really cheap. So that's why I'm getting absolutely annihilated on supply and demand right now. And I think the days of, I think Kamigawa, March of the Machine, I think a lot of these things are coming to an end here. And I feel that moving forward, I think Streets, Crimson Vow, Unfinity, and probably March of the Machine. But specifically, not March of the Machine, I'm sorry, Brothers War. Specifically the really bad sets, the Crimson Vow, the Unfinity, I think are probably the worst two. I think Crimson and Infinity are probably going to be our next ones over the next 12 months to start seeing some rubber band theory swing, because nobody has it. Nobody wants it. And any form of uptick, Crimson Vow lands and things like that, the slightest uptick in anything, people are going to fight for it. And the problem is no LGS has the singles. No LGS is sitting on it. Everybody fire sold in the crash and lost. So similar to Kamigawa, the demand is going to go a lot higher, and the supply is going to get cut off because it's getting old. You know, when you start hitting past 2 years on a Wizards product, it's pretty. The only thing moving around in resize is just leftovers, pallets sitting around. And based on what if I'm seeing this much volume of Kamigawa, Phyrexia, and even Infinity, Crimson, Brothers War, March of the Machine, what am I missing? Baldur's Gate, sorry. If I'm seeing it over here in Florida, I assure you all, other big stores around the country are seeing the same thing. And when I see messages from you all saying, look, Rudy, have you ever actually drafted a Baldur's Gate opening? Or drafted Crimson Vow or something specifically? Or actually played with the Infinity sticker, goofy, dumb cards? Well, obviously no. I work 24/7. I have not had the luxury of enjoying and relaxing and playing card games anymore for the last 5 to 8 years. It's really shitty, to be honest with you all. I miss it a lot, and I hope as I get older and I start to disappear from the camera in the years to come as I become an old fart, I would love to return to those days of sitting down actually playing Magic. I really miss it a lot. I mean, it's just to give you guys an idea. I haven't even gone to the Rudy Vault and even opened it in months. I haven't even looked at like my Arabian, ABU. It's all been locked up in the vault for months. I've been so busy trying to deal with this and preparing now every day and prepping for like this mega sorcery launch and reveal. And then of course Pokemon launches. We got a white set every month. We got the magic thing. We just went through the Fallout crate. I deal with so much and the cards and handle it. You know, even I forget how much time goes by. And I miss it many times. And I know this video was supposed to be about Ixalan, and I'm like fucking 20 exits away. But I'm just saying, the point of that video, time flies, folks. I can't believe I've been on YouTube. This is my 9th year. No, wait. Is it really? Hold on. I'm stupid. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Holy shit. This is my 9th year on YouTube. 8 years on Patreon. My Patreon account is completely different than most of y'all's because it's under a founder account, because it's the original old fee structure, old system, before they raise fees and change things. Like so many, like I've been doing this so long, folks. I've ran, I don't even know, 500 to 1,000 different sales on products to patrons, some of which have gone to shit, MetaZoo, some of which have 20x in value, and some of which have done nothing at all. And some have gone up a little, some have gone everywhere in between. You know, when I'm almost approaching 4,000 YouTube videos, I've seen a lot, folks. And the thing that still gets me, though, is how I can't believe it's been this long. Next year is 10 years I've been doing this. It doesn't feel like it. It doesn't. It's tough for me to realize that, like 90-93 Magic. Oh my God, it's past Magic 30. It's crazy, folks. So that's all coming up, folks. Outlaws, Western Magic set. Yes, the Mega Sorcery reveal, and you guys are going to lose your damn... You better sit down and keep your clothes on, boys and girls. Boys and girls. Because when you see this card, you're going to fucking lose your mind. And yes, the sorcery thing's going to be a strict limit of 1, and period. And if there's leftovers, which... yeah, we'll do, but no, limit 1, and it's going to take longer to ship. I'm going to hand audit all the orders because of all the shadiness that's going to try to happen, and the demand's going to be off the chart. It's going to be stupid. And I think I'm done talking. Enjoy your life, folks. Life is short, and make sure you're around good people. Don't spend your life being angry and filled with drama. It's not worth it. Have a great day. Still a giggity at the end. It's been a long time since we had a giggity.